happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. You guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, you're definitely going to want to see this one. As we got Donald Trump well on his way, at a head start, got this ball rolling, getting more things done than we've seen President Biden essentially getting done the last 4 years. There's still some folks on the left that want to knock and find fault in what he's gotten done so far ahead of Inauguration Day, i.e. that Harold Ford Jr., Fox News The 5 host, guys. I'm excited to get to this update, see what's going on there, what's got him, going against what Donald Trump's getting done before Inauguration Day. So we're not straight into it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. Without further ado, let's jump straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Thrilled to announce that SoftBank will be investing $100 billion in America.
And we were discussing, and President Trump said, Masa, double down is not enough. Maybe, go for more, right?
That's what I'm going to ask him right now. Would you make it $200 billion instead? He'll make it $200 billion investment.
He is a great negotiator.
That's so
my
great.
goodness.
And the Trump media feeding frenzy is back. The president-elect taking question after question. I counted 33. Here he is sparring with reporters.
The administration is trying to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar, knowing that we're getting ready to put it up. And what they're doing is really an act. It's almost a criminal act. We're bringing business back, and they're all coming back. We lost them over years of stupidity, a golden age of America, I call it. It's begun.
How do you plan to stop the ban on TikTok next month?
We'll take a look at TikTok. I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won youth by 34 points.
Are you entertaining the idea of preemptive strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities?
Am I going to do preemptive strikes on Iran? Is that a serious question? I don't want to insult you. I just think it's just not something that I would ever answer.
Do you want RFK Jr. to revoke any vaccines?
No, I want him to come back with a report as to what he thinks. I think you're going to find that Bobby he's a very rational guy. I found him to be very rational.
The press is, Jesse, finally going to be able to put on their running shoes and get ready, because with Biden, they haven't had to do anything over the past 6 months, maybe even a year, right? He hasn't done that much. And if you look at the split screen between what Biden did at the DNC annual Christmas party and then Trump, it's like a tale of two cities. You have a tent that's growing and people are jumping on board, and then people are jumping overboard on the Democratic side, and it was sleepy and filled with regret and sadness.
A lot of shrinkage, you may say, on that side of the table.
I might say.
So, do you remember how venomous the questions were when he was president? It was just an accusation. It wasn't even a question. It's like, are you a traitor or are you a racist? Mm-hmm. I detected a lot more respectful policy questions this time, and I hope it continues. Maybe they were all Breitbart reporters. I don't know. But I liked the tone. So let's keep that up. The SoftBank thing was genius. Because SoftBank, it is the largest venture capital firm in the world. They invest in tech. So when SoftBank invests in anything, everybody gets on board, like herd mentality, right? If Buffett or Nancy Pelosi invests somewhere, everyone's going to get in because it only goes up. And negotiating out there in public, imagine you went to the mall with your wife and there was cameras there, and all of a sudden she was like, Jesse, you really love me, right? Let's spend twice as much. And you're looking at reporters like, Okay.
She's a good negotiator.
Yeah, she's a good negotiator. That was really funny. And then he grabbed him here and brought him in like he was 6 years old. It's kind of like, remember when Tampa Bay all of a sudden signed Tom Brady, Dana?
I do remember that.
And then all of a sudden, all the free agents started flocking to the Bucs because they want to be next to Tom Brady, they want a ring. That's what's happening with SoftBank. It's great PR strategy, and it happened during the tax cuts in 2018. Do you remember back then, after he signed the Trump tax cuts, and then all of these corporations start making these announcements that they're going to give bonuses? And they're like, I'm going to give a bonus to every employee. Oh, my cash bonus is going to be twice as much. And it was just great PR and great momentum. And this is what you're seeing here. I remember I gave my kids an allowance adjustment I don't know if you guys saw the press release, but it's great. And to have Biden, who hasn't done a press conference since July 11th,
Wow.
where he lied and said he was going to stay in.
Yeah.
And see, this guy, you remember why Howard Stern said he's the best interview? Because he answers everything. And it's not just because he has convictions and confidence. He has respect for the people.
Wow, guys, Jesse Waters hitting the nail right on the head. I mean, come on, you guys, Donald Trump, man. This is really refreshing to see someone who's actually working for the people, respects our Constitution. He's not actually, out here shoveling out all of our hard-earned tax dollars over to, these foreign countries like Ukraine. We've seen what Biden doing. You notice there's a whole tone shift. We got Donald Trump. Now he's got the media on his side. I don't want to say they're on his side, but they're asking questions that actually matter. We've seen on the campaign trail, they were very nasty, very catty with the way that they would, word their questions. Now we're getting to the meat and potato of things.
Trump said a line that I think people have kind of gotten around to, but he nailed it when he said, my first term, everyone was fighting me, and this term, everyone wants to be my friend, Harold. So you do see a lot of business people saying, okay, let's get on board.
Without doubt. First of all, it's good to be back around the table.
Yes.
Everybody had a great time. I think Jesse nailed it. I think you're right. I think this president, one of the strengths of President Trump was what he showed there in that press conference. To take whatever it was, 30 questions, 40 questions. I listened to a lot of it. I didn't see it. It was in a car, so I was listening on radio. I thought his best answer was one of the ones we played where they asked him, I think it's really a metaphor for the way that he kind of conducts himself. When they ask him, are you thinking about preemptive strikes towards Iran? And he said, well, that's a dumb question. If I am thinking about it, why would I tell you I'm thinking about preemptive strikes? And if I'm not thinking about it, why would I tell you? I think the country got another taste of what it was like 8 years ago when he was president. For those.
Come on now, we got a little taste tester, and that's a refreshing contrast from what, Joe Biden's been known to do. That guy will get up there and he'll blab off at the mouth, telling things that's supposed to be, confidential, classified information is due to release it out there willy-nilly. I'm glad to see someone who's a true, real leader, commander-in-chief.
I think the country got another taste of what it was like 8 years ago when he was president, for those who are 4 to 8 years ago. And this press conference here, and starting it off with the SoftBank CEO, was as bold, I think, and as smart a way to do it. It reminded me of the great Michael Deaver working for President Reagan. The backdrop is always really strong, even if you have it on mute. I know sometimes people tell me not to watch things on mute, but if you watch this on mute, this was as powerful as it was listening to. It might even been more powerful because I think the president is also entertaining in his talk and the way he talks about things. But you're right, Dana. The press is going to have to get ready because this guy is going to give a press conference every day on every issue.
Energy and
Wow, guys. Harold Ford, it sounds like he's finally coming around. And that right there, it just shows you the perspective of those on the left. They're also coming around, just like we're seeing Harold Ford doing, one that was just so opposed to Donald Trump, 3 months ago. But now he's coming around saying, hey, it's really refreshing to see someone who's going to get up there and do what's right by our nation, sit up there and answering all those questions. I think he answered more questions than we've seen Biden answer in the last 4 years in a little bit over an hour. I mean, come on, you guys. It's night and day.
The press is going to have to get ready because this guy is going to give a press conference every day on every issue.
Energy and excitement. And I think one of the things that he did today on a Monday morning was say, all right, I've got this momentum. How do I keep it going? Give me the ball I can run through.
Yep. And I mean, when you think about how many days, what is it, 36 days before he takes office? Is it something like that? Anyway, he is so energized. He is so organized. He's got, all of these nominations, and he comes out and he says, this is going to be the golden age of America. And then he starts with this guy from SoftBank with $100 billion, promising 100,000 new jobs for Americans. I mean, you realize that he has the capacity to deliver. He has the capacity to unite the country. He has the capacity, to unite the party. And I don't think there's any greater example of that than there was at the Army-Navy game. because it's not just the Army-Navy game when they went crazy with chants of USA, USA, but think about who he was in that box with. He's got Elon and J.D. Vance, and he's got Vivek and Mike Johnson and Danny Penny, and he's got all of these people to show that the Republican Party is united. No more rhinos. You're a rhino. Get lost. You don't matter anymore. What he's got is a united party, a united country. And then you got a guy like Van Jones who says, hey, dude, this guy's smarter than me and you. So you've not got the left saying this guy is really smart. He's going to deliver for us. And then we no longer have to deal with the frustration of Joe Biden turning his bobbing head and just, making a turnaround with a sarcastic smile and not answering questions. It was insulting to all of us. So I'm very excited about all of this. I think it's going to be great. And I think the fear mongering, if the left decides they want to get started, I think it's just going to be, outweighed by the support that the left has, because the left wants safety. They want jobs. They want security. And, it's something that we all want.
He's going to have to deliver on that.
Kat, the Democrats.
Absolutely. Yo, there we have it, guys. Judge Jeanine with a very great take there at the end, calling it straight down the middle, which she usually does, no matter which side you're playing for, where she's saying, hey, folks are starting to get on board with Donald Trump. And if you're not on board yet, you're going to be overweighted or overwhelmed by his support, because it's going to keep and continue to grow. Because it's not folks just on the right that want to see, the state of our nation change. They want to see us going in a different direction. They're tired of, the absence of a leader is what we have. Frankly, had an absence of a leader. We didn't have someone truly run this country. And now we're stepping into a whole different light with Donald Trump, someone who's going to, grab that steering wheel and turn us around, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section, though. Let me know your thoughts. It's really refreshing to see Hero Ford Jr. now getting on board. Know his job is kind of like disagree with the other folks on the set, but this one, it seems like he is totally on board. He's also loving, which shows, guys, everyone is loving Donald Trump, his mission. Hop in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you're making of it all. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We got it.